You are watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Your trainers, Tom and Jerry, will be back for more high-impact aerobics. And I mean really high impact. Ouch! Tom and Jerry are back, and they're demolishing the living room. Hey, that's my living room! Poor Tom's been boiled, bonked, and blown up. On the bright side, he probably doesn't have a flea problem. Whoa! Up on your chairs, folks! Tom and Jerry are running your way. Hey, Tom, I think that was your 8th life you used up. Take this commercial break and go get more. Hurry! Tom and Jerry are back on Cartoon Network. We'll return as soon as Tom regains consciousness.
Is there a doctor in the audience? Nap's over.
Tom and Jerry are back on Cartoon Network. You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Behold the dead sprint. The loser of this race doesn't end up on a cereal box. He ends up on a plate. Tom and Jerry will be back.
Cat runs into the mouse hole. Tape 37. Places, everyone.
Dogs hate cats, cats hate mice. That's a vicious cycle. Can't we all just get along? Stay tuned for more Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Now back to more Tom and Jerry here on Cartoon Network. We'll be back with more Tom and Jerry in a moment. No, Tom, that's not the finish line. Oh, boy, that's gotta hurt. Tom and Jerry are back with a vengeance.
The bitter rivalry that is the Tom and Jerry Show will return after these messages.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. If you can build a better mousetrap, the world will be the path to your door. Tom will anyway. Tom and Jerry will return. Careful with that mallet you're swinging, Tom. Do I look like Jerry Mouse to you? Gee. Sure, Jerry gets tired of running for his life from Tom every day, but on the plus side, it's nice to be needed. Tom and Jerry will be back. While you were gone, Tom caught Jerry and ate him. Just kidding. No, Jerry, I don't think you're being paranoid. Tom really is out to get you. Tom and Jerry will return. Back to the pair that no health insurance company will touch, Tom and Jerry. You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Stick around for more Tom and Jerry. You know, at one time, Tom and Jerry were great friends, but then Tom discovered a deep and unnerving secret. Jerry was a mouse, and it never was the same again. Why don't you ask nicely, Tom, please? Can I eat you, Jerry? You see, it's not that hard. Run, Jerry, run! There could only be so much steam left in that old cat. My cat just lies around the house, coughing up hairballs. More Tom and Jerry is on the way. Tom and Jerry need to get out of the house more. It seems they're really getting tired of each other. You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Tom and Jerry will return after a short break. And stay out of the catnip, Tom. You gotta stay informed, pal. Quit hiding in that mouse hole, Jerry. The viewers want to see some Jason. Next time I'm in Vegas, I'm putting a couple of bucks on Tom beating Jerry. Sure, it's a long shot, but with a kabillion to 1 odds, what a payout. Tom and Jerry don't need to speak. They let their actions do the talking for them. You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Tom, Jerry, how about a break? I didn't anticipate all this running around. You guys are wearing me out. More Tom and Jerry are on the way. A mouse hole is made for a mouse, Tom. You have to use the cat hole. You'd think that Tom would learn that running full speed through a fence would do permanent damage. Yow! Now that's a dicey situation. Tom and Jerry will be right back. Fur is flying. Whiskers are everywhere. This is one big battle of the species. go, mouse, go. Move, mouse, move. Take him by the tail and groove, mouse, groove. Yeah, always root for the underdog. Tom and Jerry will be back. Square can't fit in a circle, Tom. Ouch! Back to the show.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. Who do you like better, Tom or Jerry? I tend to root for the underdog. Of course, underdog isn't in this cartoon, so rooting for him doesn't do me much good. We're back. Let the chase begin. Today's Tom and Jerry episode is sponsored by Blatchley's Better Mousetraps. When cats can't catch, bet on Blatchley. Lift up your feet or stand on a chair. Tom and Jerry are back. Maybe you never will catch Jerry, Tom, but on the bright side, millions of people are entertained by your failures. Hey, just trying to cheer you up. Now back to Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Tom, listen. You spend all your time chasing Jerry. Have you ever even had mouse? It tastes like chicken. We now return to Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Hey, Tom, I know some good tofu recipes that you would swear taste just like mouse. Just a thought.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. If you can build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. Tom will anyway. Tom and Jerry will return. Careful with that mallet you're swinging, Tom. Do I look like Jerry Mouse to you? Gee. No, Jerry, I don't think you're being paranoid. Tom really is out to get you. Tom and Jerry will return. Back to the pair that no health insurance company will touch. Tom and Jerry are back.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. No animals were harmed in the making of this program, except Tom. Okay, so one animal was harmed. He'll be fine. Tom and Jerry will be right back on Cartoon Network. Remember not to call Jerry Gerald. He hates that. Now back to Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry will be right back on Cartoon Network. Sure, Tom chases Jerry a lot, but it is great cardiovascular exercise, and Tom loves the cardiovascular exercise. Did you ever learn, Tom? Ooh, evidently not. Tom and Jerry are back.
Cartoon Network, and if you're keeping score at home, Tom's got 5 lives left. Tom and Jerry are back. Tom's the cat. But you knew that, didn't you?
Stick around. Tom had to run out for some ointment. Funny word, ointment. Ointment? Where was I? Oh, Tom and Jerry will be right back. Enemies united in their love for fine dairy products, Tom and Jerry are back.
Tom and Jerry, the rivalry. Oh, man, did you see that? Oh, you just know he's going to feel that in the morning. Ouch. And now back to the tale of spiritual awakening. That is Tom and Jerry.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network. No animals were harmed in the making of this program, except Tom. Okay, so one animal was harmed. He'll be fine. Tom and Jerry will be right back on Cartoon Network. Enemies united in their love for fine dairy products. Tom and Jerry are back. Stick around. Tom had to run out for some ointment. Funny word, ointment. Ointment. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Tom and Jerry will be right back. Tom and Jerry are back. Tom's the cat. But you knew that, didn't you?
We'll be right back with Tom and Jerry. And now back to Tom and Jerry.
You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Cat and mouse, it's all such a game of cat and mouse, isn't it? Why can't we all just get along? Keep watching. More Cat and Mouse is next.
Hey, you cat, step away from the mouse. Slowly.
Dogs like cats, cats like mice, mice like cheese. Cheese likes dogs. I can see the pattern there. It's all part of the Tom.
Mice unite! Take back what's yours! The filth, the cheese! Viva vermin!
Now back to Tom and Jerry. Hey, Jerry, get a clue. Move out already. You're watching Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
He'll be back. Tom needs to, ouch, get himself together. Eek, a mouse! Oh, hi, Jerry.
Spike chases Tom, Tom chases Jerry, and Jerry chases women. Yeah, he's a real ladies' mouse.
The chase is on. Tom and Jerry are back. Buck up, Jerry. Fleeing for your life is good aerobic activity. Watch the head, watch the head. I warned you.
Run, Jerry, run! Where's Spike when you need him? We'll be back.
Now back to the rat race with Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network.
Life is a game of cat and mouse. It is for Tom and Jerry, anyway. We'll be back.